Okay, hey guys, so I'm gonna do an actual video of me doing my makeup, kind of like a get ready with me or whatever. I posted on my Instagram like a fast version of what I'm gonna do minus the eyes, without me like talking and walking you guys through it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am getting ready for no apparent reason because self-quarantine, yay! Yeah, so I don't have anything better to do and I have nowhere to go, so I'm literally getting ready to do nothing, so it's fine. I normally start with my eyes, so I'm gonna take, this is a mini version, I was just testing it out and so far I love it. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. That's it. And I just take, by the way, I have a fan on, so if you can hear that, I apologize. It's so hot up here. Okay, take a very small amount. A lot goes, or a little goes a long way with this. And it's okay if it's a little crazy. Doesn't have to look perfect. So I'm gonna be working mainly with like Natasha Denona and ColourPop colors. Natasha Denona is more on the expensive side, which is why I try to throw in less expensive things just so that people that can't afford more expensive things. But the palette that I'm using is actually her cheapest palette. It is disgusting. It's only like $65, I think, and it's the Sunrise palette. Take a fluffy brush. Yes, and I'm gonna take the color Wake Up Call. Looks like that. Wake Up Call. And I haven't done this look in a really long time, so this could be interesting. From ColourPop. And I have a mirror behind the viewfinder, and I'm gonna use that. This is gonna be a really good transition shade because it's kind of skin color. Ta-da. Okay, I look less crazy now. So I'm gonna switch brushes. This is the Crown brush. This one's actually labeled Crown Brush C200 Deluxe Crease. Super fancy. Okay, so I'm going to take, this is also ColourPop. It is called Stay Golden. I would not be surprised if some of these were not in stock anymore. So I'm just going to take this on the outer. Okay, side note. The pigment payoff for ColourPop in comparison to Natasha Denona is very different. I don't have to dip 10 times into Natasha Denona. So if you'd like to see a look with her palette instead, let me know. And I'm just like super lightly, like I'm not like, it's very, that was a really attractive face. I'm just really lightly taking that in. Dip, dip, dip. What I'm gonna do is take the Natasha Denona palette and just, we're gonna mix Glory and Clove. Usually I start with the lighter color first and then dip into the darker color. And then we're gonna take, because it looks a little crazy, the fluffy brush again into Morgan, which is this color right there. Try not to stab it. It's kind of like a peachy color, and we're just gonna go around. Okay. That was really uncomfortable. Okay. Yes. Okay. And just go around the border. Probably should have done that from the beginning so it was easier for you guys. And I do my eyes first so that if I make a mistake or I hate the look, I literally just wipe it off. Because that happens all the time. Just gonna make sure it's not in our eyebrows. Yeah, so kind of transitions the two colors or blends the two colors together a wee bit. Okay, back to my ColourPop. We're gonna take Going Steady. I don't know why that looks like Going Steady, but whoa, it looks dark. It's kind of like a plum color. And we're gonna focus this mainly on like the lid outer crease. Ta-da! We're not really done though. We're gonna go back with Staying Golden. That was the first color. We stopped recording for a minute and I don't really know why. Okay, and just go right above that purple color and just make sure that everything is blended nicely and not patchy, because sometimes these ColourPop colors look patchy. They can look really good and have really good payoff, and maybe it's my brushes. I don't know. I mean, I've tried different brushes, but this one's just my favorite, so I don't really like to switch up too much. Okay. Yeah, I'd go out in public like that for sure. Yes, okay, we're not done, so it's fine. I look a little crazy, but it's fine. So, I actually can't find what I'm looking for, so we're just gonna use something else because, you know. Okay, we're using ColourPop instead. Let's do this one. Honestly, this is probably what I used when I did this look anyways, so. It's called Liar Liar. And it looks like that. The last one I tried was gold, and I didn't want gold, so I'm gonna use my ring finger because it is the least strong, I think is what they say. I don't know. And then we're just going to pat this on the inner to mid part of the eyelid. Like so. Okay, and then we're gonna take just a random small brush, nothing fancy, and give it more of a cut crease appearance. See what I did there? Okay, this is the fun part. Eyeliner. So I use, this is a mini one because I couldn't find my big one, the Stila Stila Stay All Day waterproof eyeliner. And this stuff is amazing. It's a felt tip, not a brush tip. It's amazing. Yeah, it's so good. So what I'm gonna do is speed this up because we're not trying to be here all day. Okay, when I tell you it has been a hot minute doing eyeliner, ooh, it's true, because it wasn't perfect and it wasn't that straight either, but it's fine. Okay, so I was gonna do my lashes off camera, but I get so many questions asking me how I do it. So I put my lashes on my under my lash line versus on top, because one, it looks more natural, two, they actually stay longer. When I tell you I do not have lifting, unless I cry, like bawl my eyes out, like ooh, everywhere, they do not come off. They do not come off. Everyone says that, but every girl has that nasty little corner coming up. These ones do not come off. Again, I usually have eyelash extensions, but I don't right now. So when I don't, this is what I do. And this is daily. So I curl my lashes, and I don't, forehead's really oily, I don't always put mascara on them because you really don't need to. So you take a lash, you apply lash glue to the top of the lash, not the bottom, because you're applying it to the top, the bottom. It's fine. Just apply it to the top, that's all I gotta say. But you let it dry. Okay, if you apply it too close to your eyeball, if your eye waters while you're trying to put it on, there's a water barrier and it will not stick. So try to stick it to like, almost like the lashes underneath. Like, you look up, you lean your head back. Sometimes it doesn't work the first time because your stupid clampy things are sturdy and sticky. And then you take your tweezers, and it's okay if you blink. Boom. And every time you blink, it like re-squishes it down. Like, it's so easy, and it makes such a difference. You take your clampy. Oh, and I use the House of Lashes glue. You know, Duo just didn't do it for me, okay? Duo can go duo someone else. And if you don't have a steady hand, don't do this. But I feel like it's something that you learn. Like, you can start by applying it to the top, and then once you get comfortable, for the first couple times I did it, I would cut it into sections, like 3 sections, the inner corner, the middle, and the outer corner, and apply it like that. 1, 2, 3. And then once you get used to it, you just have to make sure that it's like arched when you're going to put it on, so that it like fits to your eye. Number 2. Okay, and then I also trimmed mine, and I don't put them all the way into the inner corner because sometimes it like bugs me. So you can see, ta-da! And if they're not curly enough for you, you just curl them. Or if you want them a little bit longer on the edges, you just apply a little bit of mascara. So let me zoom you out, and let's get into the face. Okay. So I do my face in 2 different ways. I'll do a light face, or like an everyday face with like no eye makeup, just like face. Tinted moisturizer, a little bit of bronzer, bye-bye, the end. I'm going to show you how I do my makeup on like fancier days because I can and I want to. So I take primer. Yeah, it's amazing. So I usually take a spatula, which I don't see, so I'm just going to take my knuckle And then recently I got asked what my favorite bronzers are, and I'm gonna show you what I do for bronzer, because when I want like a fancy day that lasts a long time, like a wedding or something to that effect, this is what I do. The Kevyn Aucoin Foundation Balm in Deep. Okay, so obviously it's too dark for my skin tone, but it's supposed to be a bronzer, so it's fine. And then I take the little brush that it comes with it, and I literally, above where, that's where my cheeks are sunken in, I'm going above that. Boom. Done. No, just kidding, I'm not done. Definitely not done. And then I blend this in a little bit, so I take the Morphe M439. It's like a blending brush or whatever. And I just lightly, not fully, blend this in. I don't blend it down, I blend it up. Really, I'm blending it at an angle, not really up, but I'm not going down with it. Then, this is where drugstore comes into play. And I've lost a little bit of my tan, but I still think I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. It is the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. It's a matte, because I'm oily, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is an F10. In the winter, I'm like F3 or 4. So, yes. And I have up to like F12 or 14 or something. So then I go one underneath. I am Shifu. And then a slightly lighter one. I don't even use concealer, honestly, because I don't have super dark bags right now. Because I'm getting all my sleep. Just a lighter one, just like that. And honestly, this goes so much faster. And then I use a different Morphe F39 for foundation. So one of them is darker, one of them is lighter. And I probably didn't need to do the lighter color, but I did it, so it's fine. And then you can take that around the face, around the parts that you want highlighted, just whatever is left over. And if you feel like that you need to conceal certain things more, you can go back in with another layer. I really don't mind little things poking through, like you can still kind of see it. I don't mind though. Then you're gonna go back in with your bronzer brush and just kind of like blend those two together. And ta-da! And you don't even have to go back in with a powder bronzer unless you like it to be, like I don't do contour really, like this is my contour. I know they're two different things. Okay, then I go in with blush. I'm gonna make this easy. So, I've been loving these because they're so little and so cute. They're the ColourPop Disney collection. This one is the one that has Belle on it, Enchanted Mirror. It's a really pretty color. They have tons of colors. I also have the one that has Rapunzel, or the girl from Tangled, on it also. Yes, it's a lighter color. This one's a little bit better for when I'm tanner. So honestly, I use a different brush every time I do this. So I'm gonna use this brush because I swear I do something different. This is called the Angle Brush from Crown. I literally do something different every single time with my cheeks, so. Then I take my highlight, and I am loving the, also, this one is the Pressed Powder Highlight Horse and Carriage, and it looks like that. So beautiful. And I take Morphe FM510, and I highlight before I put powder in places, because it's going to, no highlight, highlight. Brows. And yes, I wait to the very end to do my brows because my brows take like 2 seconds. So again, before I powder, I take those same colors that I used on my eyes. So first starting with Stay Golden, and I take the same brush. Okay, and then I take the darker one, which was Going Steady, and just put that in the outer. Boom, done. I don't put eyeliner on the bottom, none of that. Then what I'll do is, so honestly I have multiple different kinds of powders. One of the ones I use is Butter, love it. I think just translucent. I've been using the Nikita Joy one. Honestly I really like it, but it took forever to get here because it's coming from like Australia or something like that. So I just take whatever's in the lid, and that's basically all that I use. So I go underneath, and I just put it on like the very tip. My chin, and up and down, get the rest of it, and my forehead. Because with my skin type, I'm gonna be blotting again later in the day. So why powder a bunch now if in 2 hours I'm gonna have to do it again? And because the more you powder, the more that turns into like a, it mixes with your oils and turns into like a foundation consistency, and then just cakes it on. So I just pat enough to make me look not oily or shiny. Boom, done. But I do take, just still working inside of this little thing in the little like crevices, and just go right underneath, just for any like little fallout bits, and just to sharpen that up. Boom. So then I take mascara on my lower lash line, just to open up the eyes a little bit more, and you can apply as much as you want. I'm just gonna apply a little bit because I don't need that much. I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in Taupe and just comb them up. This adds color and structure to the brow. I'm gonna take Urban Decay's Brow Beater Microfine Brow Pencil, blah blah blah, in Taupe. And then you comb them again with the little brush that's on it. Boom. Brows done. Super easy peasy. Last thing is lips. And I'm just gonna do a neutral lip. So what I'm gonna do is take NYX, because it's cheap, retractable pencil liner in Nude. that. And then take Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk all over the lip like that. And I may just stop there. Sorry, my camera died last minute, literally on the last step. So, yes, I just ended on my lips. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys had any questions about something that I used that I didn't mention, or if I have tried something, feel free to ask. I literally try new products all the time. And I love trying new products. So if there's something you want me to try, but you don't want to try it, but you want someone else to try it, let me know. I'm willing to try something out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.